Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your energy check-in where I'm going to use tarot and astrology to dive into the energy and see how June is unfolding. This isn't going to resonate with every single Sagittarius out there, and if it doesn't, please go and check your other placements for messages there. And as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. The only way to book a personal reading with me, guys, is through Instagram. My Instagram is verified. It's the_witchcrafter with a wee blue tick. Please disregard anyone in your inbox pinning to me because I can promise you it is not me. I never reach out first. Now, Sagittarius, your chart ruler has moved into Taurus. And this happened within the last few weeks. And the thing is, your chart ruler doesn't particularly like being in Taurus because Jupiter rules the more abstract elements of fire and air. And in Taurus, it's too much of a fixed sign. There's not a lot of wiggle room. There's not a lot of, ways in which he can kind of manipulate the energies to bring the things that you want faster. There's a steadfastness here. And the thing is, throughout this whole year, up until March 2025, can you believe that? There has to be this realization that just because something is happening a lot slower, it doesn't make it any more meaningful. And the main message here is that for Sagittarius and Pisces indeed, this next year is understanding that the journey is so much more important than just the destination. There's going to be so much more growth incurred through this Jupiterian Taurus transit than the end goal that you are currently working towards, right? Now, Mars is sitting in your 5th house, which is really, really good for my single Sagittarians. Things might be hotting up a little bit. You might be meeting some passionate encounters, but there's a lot going on in your 6th house. So there will be a desire, Sagittarius, for you to kind of blow off work and sort of negate and neglect your duties for the sake of fun and frivolity. But take heed, that fun will only last so long before things start to fall into chaos when we are neglecting the things that are important. Don't forget your daily duties and the important matters of servitude, because that is what is going to give us stability in the long run. I feel like I've been shuffling these cards for ages. So here is that passionate energy. Here is this sort of, F it, I'll do it later energy with the Page of Wands. It's the desire to focus on all of the things that bring us joy and passion. And the thing is, you're either gonna burn out the candle at both ends and really start feeling a sense of burnout, or this has already happened and you're already having this realization of, okay, if I continue to go in this direction, I am going to lose all the hard-earned stability that I've built up over the last year. It's a difficult energy, but with the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles, what I feel like is that this burnout I'm so heavy in Sagittarius and this is so true to me, but this burnout has showed you ways in which you can, I'm seeing Tetris blocks in my head. So it's like that your life can be arranged differently so that different parts of it slot together so that you can have the stability that you desire while still doing the things that you love so that they're not feeling like a chore. I think that's the thing. It's like if you push any of these interests, hobbies, they're going to start feeling like just something extra that you've got to do on top of your work pile. But there are people around about you, Sagittarius, that see you for who you are. This could be one person, it could be many people. But use your resources wisely. Go and speak to people and really get it off your chest how you're feeling, because with the Chariot and the Queen of Swords, the people in your life that understand you the best, and the thing is, Sagittarians don't like this because we class ourselves as so independent and, we'll go off and do it on our own, but remember that there are wisdom inside the eyes that are constantly watching us. And sometimes it does us well to unfold ourselves at the mercy of other people and show other people how we're truly feeling, even though that might feel like a bit of an alien concept. speak to the people who know you best, and they will give you really practical ideas that you hadn't thought of before that will help you along in this journey, okay? So, discipline, Sagittarius, being firm with yourself, but not just yourself, being firm with the people around about you as well. Like making sure that you've got healthy boundaries set, making sure that you have rigid times and that you're sticking to them for getting everything that you need to get accomplished done, okay? So with the Emperor, it's really all about being regimented with your own life. And with the Page of Pentacles and the World card, it, you know, bits and bobs aren't enough. Like, and I feel like a lot of you have just sort of been like coasting through for quite some time, but you're not seeing the results. And this is giving you this sense of itchiness. Like, oh, you know, and what started off feeling really good, giving into our sort of more animal instincts, it is starting to turn on us, and we're seeing that. So being spread so thin across many areas of our life isn't enough now. And there's a sense of having to compromise one thing in order to win overall. And that compromise really is sort of this fun and lackadaisical attitude towards things. There's a big decision that needs to be made. You're in the middle of two crossroads. And even though there is a sense of anxiety because we're heading into the unknown, I definitely feel like once you have some clarity on your next steps and what stability looks like for you, Sagittarius, that is when you're going to be able to make tangible, real world choices and moving towards these energies rather than them just be abstract. So even like just taking the energy of Jupiter moving through Taurus, this is very much what's going on at the moment, you know, like understanding that it's all very well and good having these big dreams, but we need to be taking concise decisions in order to move towards that, because otherwise they just get further and further away. Blah, 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 blah. So, you can tell Mercury's in beside your chart ruler. Let's have a look for Sag. Let's have a look for Sag. The transformation's done, right? The transformation is done. It's all about cutting off the fat. What are we doing in our lives that is stopping us from fully growing into our new transformed selves? And anything to do with your finances during this time, Sagittarius, make sure that you're not making things worse for yourself. Like, it is time to start planning appropriately and kind of being a bit more of an adult about it. And no shade, Sagittarius, I've got 6 planets in Sagittarius, so I understand this very well, but time to get serious, I should think. But Sag, that was your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with another energy check-in, but until then, thank you so much for listening. I've been the Witchcrafter.